Alright, okay, welcome everybody. We're just making a top Swiss flight today. I've turned turbulence to realistic, which is quite nice. We've got Google Maps giving us the ground scenery today, so it's a little bit more crisp than usual. We're flying to Porto in Portugal. I have yet to update my FSU IPC settings according to what EasyJet Pilots just said, and Fenix as well. There could be some issues there. So I'm just going to set the departure, the arrival information now. There's no ATIS, so we're going to view meta. We've got 3108, 1026 and 15, so let's set the QNH then. That's why we're a bit high. Yeah, so we're going to descend now. Temperature is 15 and 3108. Okay, there we go, and it's a variable wind, so it might change. Porto traffic, Alpine 1479 is inbound Papa Romeo 541 for RNAV 35. Okay, final lap's engaged, so we're trying to reduce that speed down to, yeah, it's no problem, 10 miles. Yeah, we just need to check the charts now, so you can see we've got some low-level turbulence coming in over the sea, so it might be quite bumpy on final. As usual, the stutters as you load a Navigraph up. Just going to check the minimums from RNAV 35. So minimums today we're going to take 480, that's our barometric. Think that's in there now. Wonderful, final lap's engaged, and we'll set auto brake to low for this approach. It's a downslope on the runway, so just to be aware of that when we come into land. Okay, speed is below 220 knots, so I'm going to set flaps 1. A little bit right of track actually, left of track even. So flaps 1 is now set. Let's request gear down as well as we come in into 7.5 miles. I'm struggling to get that speed down, so gears down coming now. There's the FUD. Seatbelt signs on. Quite a bumpy approach today actually as we come in over to Porto. We've got variable winds, quite choppy. So as expected they are going to be bumping us around a little bit on final. Okay, there's our flaps 2 speed. Okay, spoilers are armed and we'll set flaps full now, so we've got stabilised final approach, and I'm going to take over just to accommodate these bumps a little bit better. Currently got 21 knots from the rear. It's quite turbulent as we're coming in over a relatively large city, and that's generally the reason why that's been caused. Google Maps is a little bit too vivid here, so let's switch to Bing. See if that makes a difference. That'll start slowly loading in now. As you can see, little patches changing. Yeah, it's a bit darker. Matches better the rest of the scenery. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to continue manual. There's the switch of the wind. There's quite a bit of wind shear then. We're just getting thrown left and right and up and down.
1,000.
Porto traffic, Alpine 1479, 3 mile final, runway 35. Okay, flaps full, gears down, landing lights on, signs on, auto brake low, spoilers are armed, and we're stabilised, and I can kind of feel this wind is slowing down slightly as it's stabilising towards the front hand side. Runway's in sight. It's a downslope as I mentioned, so we're just going to be aware of that as we come in. Might be a bit of an upslope initially, so it's generally a bit of an undulating runway. Watch out for that cutting wind there. little bit of a turbulent approach in general.
500.
It'll usually disappear by the time we get down to the ground layer over this hills, basically. A bit of rendering going on there in the scenery. Got one waiting on the runway.
Minimum.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Touchdown. Thanks. Global Cape right here. We'll vacate on the high-speed exitway there, as it's not normal to do a back turn like that when you've got a high speeder available, so we'll take the high speeder at 50 knots. Flaps are up. Bit of differential braking to help us get off there. We can slow down now to 30 knots or less. Start up the APU, landing lights off, strobes off. Runway turn off, lights off. Taxi lights can also go off in the daytime. Porto traffic, Alpine 1479 vacated, 35. We need to find out what gate we're taking today with EasyJet, so let's look at our booking. No specific stand booked, and we're taking a handler of Porto OPO. So let's get a little navigraph going. Let's take apron S52. Okay, not 5-2, we'll take 5-3 with a follow me. And we're going to use Portway. Here's the upslope. Champ's on takeoff roll there, so we'll see if he's going to take off anytime soon. There he is. We've just got to get up the hill now. There's our follow me car. Just going to check that landing rate, 161 feet per minute, which is spot on for the easy operations. We don't want much smoother than that, as that causes us to have a very, what's the word now? It's far too smooth touchdown, late touchdown, not good. Okay, there's follow me, so we'll follow him now. Yeah, he's triggered, now drive. Thank you. Porto scenery by MK Studios. Okay, is our stand this 50 something, 53. Got safe dock, I think, but we're probably going to use the marshaller. That's not safe dock, that's just a that's not too far. There was no warning.
Boarding requested.
Might be a walk-in stand. But I have a feeling this isn't GSX profile, potentially. Okay, ground power's available. And I can turn off my VEZ flight.
Passengers bus is coming.